So Ashrit, this is your base paper which you are referring for your final year project, right?
Yes.
And these are the various authors like Fajriyanti, Funabiki, whose paper is this INSYS, Indoor Navigation System Unity and Smartphone for User Emulation Assistance. This is your paper which you are referring for your final year project. So first give a gist about this paper, what it contains, what is the idea, what are the technology stacks. You can start.
So the title of this base paper is INSYS. It's nothing but indoor navigation system using Unity and smartphone. The overall problem statement for this base paper is to develop an indoor navigation system. Currently, there are two types of navigation, outdoor and indoor. So for outdoor, we are having GPS, which is called as global positioning system. And for indoor, there are few techniques existing such as fingerprinting method, image matching, or multilateration. So they developed an idea to like these are a bit complex tasks. So they developed a user-friendly interface to make the indoor navigation system. So the first step to make the project is to create a virtual environment, and they have to develop a 3D model for their idea. Like in this paper, they choose to make a 3D model of their college. So uh, after developing the 3D model, the next step is they are using the QR codes for establishing the predefined location coordinates. Like the QR code will be storing the starting point for the user's navigation. And the technique in which they are used is SLAM. It's called as simultaneous location and mapping. And this SLAM uses camera and gyroscope sensors for orientation and movement of the user. So by using this lamp, it can detect the user's current location, like where he is going in the path. All the position and the orientation will be detected using SLAM process. So they have used the backend as database provider called CMR server. It is an IoT based server to store the user's IDs, authentication and navigation data, etc. And they have developed this prototype entirely in two different buildings of their college, and they have taken the tests from those buildings. And as we said, these are the methods of indoor navigation which are currently existing. So one of the method is multilateration method. It uses wireless signals, which are also called as beacons, and the other method is nothing but fingerprinting method. It is also a signal strength dictionary.
Okay. I'm just moving this.
Yeah. It also generates a signal strength dictionaries of beacons. So like as I said, they are using the SLAM technique for the current user's location, which reduces the battery consumption of the user mobile phones, etc. So to create the 3D model of their building or room, they are using this base modeling technique, which provides a 3D virtual environment. After creating a 3D virtual environment, they have to choose a algorithm for finding the shortest path. So they have decided to choose A star algorithm. It is very best algorithm to find the shortest path, and also fast and very effective. So they are using current the REST APIs, which is used to send signals from the backend to the database, which connects the system. And these are the
They compared their INSYS model with
the
others.
others. These are the
Other techniques.
other techniques which are they compared with other models. Nothing but accuracy, consistency, complex.
Their performance comparisons.
Yeah, these are the comparisons they have performed.
What we'll do now is we'll directly go to the architecture diagram, right?
Yes, sir.
And you can explain using the architecture, the flow of the entire project.
So this is the architecture of their model,
INSYS.
INSYS model. So firstly, they will be providing a like users should have an Android phone, and like they have to scan a QR code. We're using the phone AR camera. So after scanning the QR code, it uses the gyroscope sensors, and it will connect to the Unity game engine. After connecting it in the backend, they will be using SLAM techniques and also module in the Unity called navigation mesh. This module is used to detect the user's path and how to reach the destination. So user will be getting a 3D arrow in the mobile phones, which will be directing them to the destination path. So destination path. Coming to the backend, they are using SEMA server, which is a part of a MongoDB database, which is connected using the RESTful APIs. So this is the overall architecture of
their
their
Insys
project
design. Okay. Anything more you want to add from here? We are done, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. These
These are the
gyroscope sensors, and I think there is these are the room numbers. So
building locations there.
So in the building which they have used, they have provided these room numbers as the input.
Okay.
So after scanning QR codes, the user should enter any room number, and they will be getting the.
I think a diagram related to that is there, right?
There is a diagram which shows the entire path.
This is for what? This is
they are using AR camera. AR camera is used to scan the QR code, and after scanning the QR code, they will be to detect to reach destination path. AR camera scans the current user's location and orientation of the phone, etc. Using this SLAM equation.
Okay. Go to the diagram. This one.
So this is a sample pseudocode for scanning the QR, and they have provided the Unity, which they are modeling. And as I said, they are using navigation mesh in A-star algorithm for path finding. The A-star algorithm uses heuristic function. So this is a sample 3D model they have developed, and these are the room numbers. A sample example for the A-star calculation, which provides shortest path. So
yeah, I think this diagram was
this is the overall diagram of the model. So firstly, user will be asking to enter their login credentials like the email and the password. Once the user is logged in, user should scan a QR code, and if the QR code is scanned properly, then it will be showing few room numbers and asking for the user to enter an input any room number. So if user enters a room number, then he will be redirecting with an 3D arrow which shows the shortest path to reach the room.
Okay. So let me just interrupt you here. Now I want Avinash to join me here.
Thank you, sir.
Avinash, Ashrit, you can also help Avinash if you know.
Sure.
Avinash, you sit here, Ashrit, you come this way. You sit. I'd like to ask you, Avinash, regarding this. This is your base paper, right?
Yes.
And this is the architecture of Insys of your base paper, which shows Unity game engine, SEMA server, MongoDB, REST API.
Yes.
Then you have gyroscopes, AR camera, SLAM technique. Now compare this with your project. Though your project derived its idea from this paper, how different it will be? What will be used? Just tell about that.
Currently, in our project, we are using Unity game engine as it is, and for getting our current location, we are using AR camera and QR code. And for storing our data for like images, videos, text, we are using MongoDB. The only change is while they are using SLAM for placing an object or detecting navigation, we are using relative place, like we will fix a QR for certain location, and we'll get the coordinates related to that QR in that particular location. So that is the change. And for they use SEMA server to connect with MongoDB, as Unity currently doesn't support any doesn't have any modules for mobile specific versions. So server is used as a middleware. They use SEMA server. We are using Node.js server as to get a middleware to connect with MongoDB. That is only the change.
Okay, very good. So now I think you're going to speak about the code for front end, right?
Yes.
You can start. But again, my question is, you have named your project title as some personal memory keeper. What is the motivation behind that, Avinash?
Actually, we our basic idea was to create nostalgia to user, so that he can feels that he has some memories related to that location, and he should revisit them, like seeing the videos and images to that particular location. So the idea is, if a user visits a place that he has visited in the past, and he wanted to have a look at those memories from the past, he can scan the QR and get his memories from our database, and he can have a look into it, and that feeling.
Okay. Continue with the code.
So in our project, first user authentication is done. In user authentication, we'll simply have login and sign up as of other applications, similar to other application. For login, we'll send a user details. We'll send user details to backend using this URL, and it verifies using the email and password to our if they exist in our MongoDB database or not. If they doesn't exist, it will give an error. And if new user is there, he would like to sign up using new email and password. If his email already exists, then it will throw an error. If not, new account is created and user will get logged into the app. And in second page, actually we have QR for QR scanning for detecting the place. When user scans the QR, he'll get to know at which place he is currently in. For example, if we use MVSR canteen as a place, if he scans QR in the canteen, then he'll get the app get to know that the user this user exists in this place, for example MVSR canteen. Then his memories related to that place are retrieved, and he can upload to that place. This one is for uploading images on the current location. Here user will have two things to do: select an image. For selecting an image, he will it will open gallery. For gallery, we have native gallery module in Unity, which supports file system to get our image or anything. And when the file is selected, we'll get a message that certain file is selected, and then user will click on upload image. The image gets uploaded to database. If not, it will throw an error that some interruption occurs, like internet error or something. For uploading, we have which user is uploading and which location. For example, here it is test location. If not, it will be like MVSR canteen, and image path is stored here. The image is passed to our database using this URL in the backend. Then images get uploaded onto the backend. Now we'll discuss how to upload videos. It is similar to how we are uploading images. Like we select a video using native gallery module, and the video gets selected, then we can click on upload button to upload it. And here we have user ID QR code similar to the image one, and the video path is stored here, which is uploaded to QRL, which stores video specifically. Now user can send videos and images. The third part, we actually have storing the notes of user, that is also pending. Viewing memories, like what I uploaded till now. For suppose I am the user, what did I upload till now? I'll get using this backend URL. I'll send a request to this, and it will get to know at which location I am currently in, and from there it will fetch all the memories.
Yeah. So Avinash, I'll interrupt you here.
Yes.
My question to you is now, what part of the projects are remaining? What modules are remaining to be completed, kind of?
Actually, backend is done, like connecting with MongoDB and storing, retrieving. All this part is done. For now, what we over the next step is to do is to place an object in 3D world,
Okay.
and store its location into MongoDB.
Okay.
That is what remaining.
So maybe once you finish it, we'll have a demo of the entire code, and we can have a part 2 video kind of thing for this.
Yes.
So very good, Avinash and Ashrit. Thank you for this. We'll
Yes.
stop.